Well, obviously another tough, close loss for us. Um, you got to give American credit. They made a few more plays down the stretch. Um, we call them winning plays, and we had some opportunities that we didn't necessarily capitalize on, and they made a couple big shots where they did capitalize on it. But um, we're going to continue to fight. I'm going to say that this adversity is going to do nothing but make us stronger, and we're not going to look for any pity party. We're going to show up and compete, and we still believe in us and our team, and that we can have some good things happen for us. And we know with the work that we're putting in, good things will happen.
What was the difference with your defense in the first half and the second half? They shot like 28% the first half, 64%.
Yeah, I think they got some confidence. To tell you the truth, the kid Pee Wee Garner gave him a lot of confidence. Yeah, I think the two threes he made, one was in at the shot clock, was pretty deep. He's pretty much their heart and soul of their team, and so we did a good job on him early in the first half, and the second half we didn't do as well of a job. And he makes the three to close the half out, and I think they made a couple of tough threes that in the first half we weren't even allowing them to get off, and then we had a closeout that was a missed assignment, and now all of a sudden, the kid Jalen comes in and he plays 10 minutes. He makes two shots, and of course, two of them are threes. So, it was tough, but I think he gave them confidence that they needed, and then they just rode his back.
The three-pointer really hurt you guys. I think at one point they were 10 and 14 three-pointer.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, when the offense that they run, usually what's going to happen is they're looking to try to get back doors. And I thought we did a tremendous job of taking away the backdoor opportunities for them. And then some of the times they try to run the back doors into post-ups, and we fought them on those as well. Well, those are the plays that we're taking away that are 2 feet from the basket, and we missed some assignments, and they made some big shots even when we were there, 22 feet away from them. It was tough. I mean, it was one of those things where they probably looked and said, well, this is something where we can try to capitalize from because we're not getting as much inside. And they stepped up and made shots. You gotta give them credit.
I assume you tried to wear them down, playing a lot of guys. They
Right.
play like 6 or 7 guys.
Yeah, and it's not just, to tell you the truth, not just to try to wear them down, but I think that's who we are and how we need to play. What we want to do full court wise, and I thought we did a good job of it. Guys were ready to go, and we had to play with a lot of energy. We shot the ball well again for us, and that's a positive for us. It's just when you get down to these games in the end, you can usually look at 2 or 3, as I said, winning plays, and tonight and what's been happening to us is the other teams have been making 2 or 3 winning plays or big shots, and we haven't been able to convert on them when we have an opportunity. Case in point with Malcolm, big time drive from Malcolm. We're all up thinking, okay, well, he's going to make the basket. We make the free throw, it's a tie game. Ball rims out, and then he misses the first free throw, so now it's still 2. But we go down the other end and earlier, and the kid Garner goes for a reverse layup. Malcolm gets called foul. He makes the layup and makes the free throw. So it's tough. It's not fun losing, but if these guys continue to fight the way we're fighting, I have no problem staying with in the foxhole with them for sure.
And Malcolm got 19 points, but no one else got more than 6. I assume you need more balance.
Yeah, we've been getting that, and I think again in a game like today, you're going to limit your possessions. I mean, we only shot the ball 39 times. So the way they play kind of it makes it tough to do that. But again, we had some opportunities. But the balance for us, I think, sometimes may be not necessarily guys scoring double figures, but we had 10 guys score a point. So it still was spread out enough where guys were making a few plays. The last few games, Malachi had been another double figure scorer. Mitch had thrown in sometimes. Justin as well. So we didn't get one of those other guys to show up in a double figure capacity. But I thought Malcolm did an excellent job of trying to, and he had some matchups that were favorable for us, so we just kept going to it.
And Malcolm, which team is that you believe is the true Holy Cross team? The one was up by 11 in the first half, or the one that had problems in the second half?
I mean, definitely the one that's up, but I mean, every team's going to experience problems. So, I mean, I feel like we are a team that needs to be able to battle out of those holes. So, I mean, I'd say the winning team.
And just what's your frame of mind now after a tough loss like this, moving forward?
I mean, make some corrections, increase our focus, and move on to the next one.
And it did look like you had like a quickness advantage underneath. There were a couple of baskets at the end, like just didn't quite fall. You know, you got fouled on the play, but just how frustrating is it when you had an opportunity for a couple of three-point plays, but it didn't quite fall?
I mean, it's frustrating at the moment, but you got to get by it. Stuff happens in the game. You got to move on. You got to have amnesia and just move on to the next play. Try to go as hard as you can on that play and the next play and the play after that.
Coach, with 39 shots, is that a number you're okay with? Or I mean, it seemed like in the beginning of the season you guys were having way more possessions and shot attempts than that.
For sure, and we have the past couple of games. It just when you play a team, it's just the styles. It's as they always say, and it's true. It's easier to slow teams down than it is to speed them up. So as much as we wanted to get more possessions in the game, if on the offensive end they're going to run offense, I mean we must have got them down to the shot clock under 10 seconds. Half of their possession. I mean, they shot 43 shots. I dare say at least 20 of them, they shot the ball under 5 seconds on the shot clock. But that's what they want to do. So, it's hard. You're not going to get multiple possessions, and we knew that was a possibility coming into the game because of how they play. But we capitalized on the opportunities early, and then when they made a couple of shots, we couldn't necessarily flip it on them where they needed more possessions in the game. Because we kept it at 10 or 8 points. They closed the gap, and now all of a sudden it's a one-possession game both ways, so they can continue to do what they normally do, rather than being, because a team like American, if they're down 9 or 8, if they especially getting double-figure points, they may speed up a little bit because they know, well, we may not be able to run 25 to 30 seconds off the clock every time. So it's tough. It's disappointing, man. I want the guys to have success. Hell, more for them than for me, as hard as we're working and staff. And, sometimes I don't know why we're here right now, but I'm going to continue to have faith in it. And we're here for a reason. So we'll just learn from it. And I still think there's some good things ahead of us. It's a long season still. Still a long season. We can still make a dent.